everyone! Yes, it is everyone's favorite villain, Villainous V. No evil laughter today. This is going to be a separate thing from the Villainous V stuff. I am Villainous V, though, and joining me today is my friend, the one, the only, AOB Paladin. What is up, my friend?
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody! Let's have a wonderful day discussing some of our favorite video games. In particular, what?
Warframe. This podcast is not brought to you in part by, but is on the Timcast Discord. We came off of there, and we're doing our own thing right now. Eventually, we'd like to get our own. We like to get official Discord going, but for the time being, where it's going to be exclusive on the thread on the Timcast Discord. So if you do want to join us in the conversations, please join there, and then find us in there. Other than that, we are going to start today. We're going to be going over actually the last dev stream for Warframe. And when I say the last one, it is the last one except for the dev shorts, right?
Yeah, we're not doing the dev shorts. We're doing dev stream 188.
We might talk about it, but that's every Sunday at noon Eastern Standard Time, but when we have chances, and if we see it, and if we actually have something in there we want to tell you and tell you guys and talk about it, you will definitely go there. But for the time being, I think the last dev short was it was super short. It was just going over the dev stream, which was kind of silly. It's like,
it's a 1 hour dev stream, and then let's do a short going over the dev stream.
It was minuscule. It was tiny. It was little tiny bits, and it was just like, oh my god, why would you do this? But hey, you know what? Respect it. It is what it is. Also, we are going to be playing some Warframe, so you guys aren't completely bored. I think we are going to be getting prepared for TennoCon, because it is just around the corner. If you might blink, you may miss that relay. So if you have not got your digital tickets, get them now, or else that cape is just going to float on by. All right, let's officially swap on over to the gameplay. Oh, look at that! Gameplay, so good.
I swear to God, if what happens in the bloopers reel happens again, I'm gonna laugh.
Please don't. Please, just why would you do this? I thought we were friends.
Because I want to have a really good chuckle.
Oh look, Paladin's on, or not Paladin. Holy Knight's on.
Congratulations. I'm not sure who Holy Knight is right now.
So Holy Knight is our graphene architect, and yes, I made that a thing because it's funny in my eyes, and he's our clan decorator. Mad props to him. Mad bloody props.
He's the one who's redoing
he
the
is the one. I guarantee you, I have to send him a prime. I have to send him a prime set, because he has done phenomenal. So I will be doing a video just showing it off when we get there. All right.
He gets it all done.
Yeah. First off, Paladin, did I not add you as a friend?
No, we didn't. I was going to say,
son of a!
I think we forgot to do that.
Well. All right. Bloody hell.
You can tell how professional we are here on the first episode.
Oh yeah. It's always a super professional on the first episodes. I'm assuming it's the exact same thing. AOB capital P? Paladin?
Yes.
Okay. You are not online.
Let me double check. Make sure.
Alright, we're just gonna do one of these numbers so I can dox myself even further. AOB-PALADIN. Okay. Is it a lowercase? You know, how about this? Let's make it easier.
Do you want me just
send me one. Just send me one. So I'm not going crazy over here, trying to understand why Spider.
Oh, right, because AOB Paladin was taken. I had to change it to AOB Paladin Hunter with a capital H.
God damn it! Do you see the gray? Do you see the gray? I'm losing. I'm already losing hair, and now I'm going to be losing more hair. PALTN. Space Hunter, or is it a capital H?
I know, all one word. Capital A, lowercase O, capital B, capital P,
Paladin. Hunter.
and the capital H.
Okay.
Like HUNTER, like the person who hunts.
Friend request has been sent.
From V Warrior.
Yep, that's me. V Warrior 6, the one, the only. It was gonna be V Warrior 6, but that was when I was during my emo goth days, and like, oh my god, they said V Warrior 666 was gonna be so awesome. Unfortunately, it was taken. So like, I just went with a 6, but eventually it went from just V Warrior 6 to V Warrior, and then all the way down to Warrior, and then it's just V. It just turned into V. That's the beginning of fucking it. It was the funniest thing in the world.
Fair.
Alright. Yeah. Yeah, you're in. Boom. Alright. But yeah, oh, do you have the, do they still have the galleon going on?
Yeah, they do. No,
okay.
I have not done the galleon yet.
You haven't done the galleon yet?
No, I have not. We can do the galleon if you want.
We're gonna do the galleon. But first we need to talk. But first we need to talk about Soulframe. Anyway, yeah, and it's a little bit of Soulframe. If you haven't played, I'm gonna let you guys know right now. Play it. If you get a key, definitely play it. It is very like Dark Souls, but it's also kind of like Warframe in a bit of ways. I'm gonna go very light on this one just because DE is doing 2 games, actually technically 3. I don't know what happened to a Wayfinder or whatever. It's really, honestly, it's the only game I actually play on mouse and keyboard. It's that easy. But in their short dev stream, they are introducing the Bare Omen, which is basically your frame or your arm, which I do like. They do have the staff coming out and secondary weapons, so news to come for that.
Also chest hair. Don't forget that. They were super excited about the chest hair.
Chest hair and possibly nipple tassels.
Yeah, potentially.
Oh, if we are going to be doing this, make sure you get a frame that can take a beating.
Yeah, I have a frame that can take a beating. I have them right now.
Okay, because we're not going to be able to use. We're not going to be able to use abilities whatsoever.
Oh, well, yeah. That's a problem.
Yeah, no abilities. And I would say, oh, but V, go with shields. It's like, shields,
I prefer a shield tank, but I know health tank is also actually more viable than people give it credit for.
Yeah, but then we also get hit with the toxin, so I mean it's not that low, but at the same time, so and our weapons are going to be restricted to the old ogress.
The old ogress.
Yes.
Oh, do I have to go equip that, or is it just
no? They just take everything. They just take everything you have and they toss out the window and go, here you go.
Okay. Well, I mean,
here you go.
Screw it. Let's see what happens.
It was a charged weapon. I don't know why you need to charge your missile, but you have to. But yeah, no. That's pretty much it for Soulframe. I'm a little excited. It is extremely grindy, and with little content.
How would people get a key?
Right now, I think it's listening or watching their dev streams and their whenever they go live. I think that's the only ways right now you can get a key. I know if you become an envoy, you just run to the objective. We just gotta find it. Killing. They're just gonna keep spawning. Nothing over there.
Yeah, but it'd be funny.
Also, you can take self-harm. Watch it over here. You got okay, but yeah, definitely become an envoy. Go on their website and become an envoy. You can get a key. Actually, was it over there? Yeah, it's right here. Found them. All right, Cover me. But yeah, getting your key, and then you want to go onto their website, and then you can go from there. It's not that hard. They just give you They give you the game to download as is. It will. It has its own updater for right now. It's not.
Okay.
Again, it's very. They don't have a mount, so running around, you're going to be running around a lot. Like in this game, they made it so in Warframe they made it so that you have a way of getting around quickly. But in that game, yeah, I still can't believe they have. What the hell's going on here? I still can't believe they have the old helicoptering as one of the new prime, the prime weapon, that the prime Zorus. That's what it was. Dual Zorus.
Okay.
Yeah, I still can't believe that. Anyways, getting back to the stuff before we constantly keep getting sidetracked.
Sidetracked on everything.
Yeah, that's the ADHD sharing of one brain cell. But that's what makes podcast apparently.
Yeah, we get sidetracked all the time.
Yes. So going back through it, what was the next thing we were talking about? I would have to say the next prime obviously was Ureli. If you did not think it was Ureli, I got a bridge to sell you, because as soon as we all saw the heart-shaped water, I was like, "Yeah, that's Ureli." I don't know who else it would have been. I honestly thought it could have been Citrine, but I'm scratching my head going, "Wait, who really was the next one?" Because I know they jump around sometimes. All right, you got the Tack and Lug Guard.
Correct.
Okay, so we're going to keep running it until we get everything. Or until we get bored, honestly. But I want to make sure you get everything. Although, did you get a message saying, "Oh, congratulations"?
I just got the reactor and the...
Did he give you any blueprints? Or are we going to have to...
Yeah, he gave me a catalyst blueprint, and he gave me a fully constructed reactor and the Stratos emblem.
Fun. Hopefully the actual blueprints drop. I'm not certain. This was a very interesting event. I do know that whenever the ghoul purge goes on, they will be available then. So we'll do this a few dozen times. But yeah, going back through it, the actual look for Ureli Prime, definitely Sea Dragon, which I didn't think that was. I didn't think that they were actually going to do that. She does look very nice. She has her own theme song, so all right, let's go with that. I didn't think that was going to be a thing. Did you?
Nope. Then again, I guess we probably should have considered it, considering with some of the music that they have going on with 1999.
I mean, it's not that it's not warranted. Don't get me wrong. I like it. It's very nice. I have, what was it? Laminating the day from the defense mission in 1999. Oh, defense target's right here. Or not defense, capture target. But hopefully, it honestly kind of gives me the Jinx from what the hell is it called?
Jinx from Teen Titans?
No, Jinx from the game League of Legends. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it kind of gives me a vibe for, at least the song-wise. Which, again, I do like it, mainly because miniguns, obviously. But I thought it was really good. They did say that she's going to have a narrated trailer, which I'm still waiting for a Limbo Prime trailer. Not that it's going to ever come.
No,
or Zephyr. Or honestly, DE, if you want to help a brother out, send some money. I'll put one together for all of them. But yeah,
Man, these
no.
guys love getting in your way.
And then they have it'll be the Compressa Prime, which is the bubble gun. I don't know exactly what they're going to do with that. Just because it's more status than crit and it's viral. So I don't know if they're going to increase the crit chance and the damage and then call it a day. Or if they're going to do something else. Which it's going to be very interesting to actually see how they display all that fun stuff. I actually didn't see, because I know they have Ureli as the thing. I did not see what stat increases she was going to get. I could probably pull it up online if we really wanted to. But
bring that up?
No, they did. Okay, no, we started. They did bring her up to show her off in game. So I guess after this we'll hop on over to the actual dev string because they did show that off, and I didn't see the actual increase to the frame itself. But since she is a shield frame, I'm assuming it's probably going to be, best guess, is at least shields. A small increase to shields, maybe to energy, and that might be it. Nope, not that way. And I think, over here.
Yeah, not my way.
No, over here. But definitely increase to shields, and then over here.
Oh.
And I got motorcycles. God dang it. Oh, they have the drones, or the what the hell is it called? The Grenadier drones. I didn't notice that. But yeah,
what?
The drones that this guy's launching are the sentient Sentinel Grenadier one. Yeah, the balloon, the weird looking balloon. But yeah, no. The compressor is definitely going to be interesting, and honestly, I'm going to be kind of very prepared because I have 2 ribbons for the compressor, so I'm happy I held on to that. Unfortunately,
what is the compressor?
It's the bubble gun. It's her prime. Yeah, it's her bubble gun that she came out with. So I pretty much any weapon that the frame comes out with, Insta Prime.
It's the Prime version. Okay.
Yeah, so Insta Prime. So when we get Citrine Prime, definitely look for the that heavy scythe, which instantly bought. I'm sorry, that heavy gun. Yes, you know what? Not heavy. It's a heavy gun at this point. It's a bloody heavy gun. It's a heavy scythe in a what was it, the gun blade? It's a heavy gun.
Okay, it's a heavy gun blade.
Well, it's not. It's considered a heavy the two-handed scythe.
Okay.
But the unique trait is the heavy attack fires a projectile, and I have a build video. Pardon me. I have build videos specifically for that. And when I say that,
we should put when we put this up, put a description in a link in the description.
So actually, I have for the Hespar. I can't English, but I do have a video for that one. But I do have the video for the galvanized mods because I think that's one of the things that I did for that. So because I only use that particular weapon for its heavy attack, the Chlorophyll. I can put that in below, which it's not hard to do. But I honestly, if it was Citrine, that would obviously. But continuing on, they're gonna have the doc.
Which, by the way, anyone watching this hasn't figured out, I'm like the newer player / mid game player. I have not done a lot of late game content, so I'm going to be the person asking a lot of questions.
And I'm going to, and I am the quote unquote veteran. And when I say quote unquote veteran, I mean I've been playing this game too goddamn long, almost 3,000 hours. It's too goddamn long. I'm not even joking on that one. I'm not even joking on that. I wish I was. It's just I've been playing since I could. It's not that I could afford it, but I could get. Shoot, that's right. We were gonna go look at the one thing. Whatever. Sharing the brain cells.
I thought you already were doing that.
No.
He's probably better pulled up by now.
No. I was me.
Right, I gotta remember. I gotta keep you on task, not off task. I gotta remember that's my other job.
Let me have the goddamn brain cell, you son of a bitch.
No, that's my fucking brain cell.
God dang it! God damn it, Bobby!
You gave up all your brain cells for warframe knowledge.
Yes. No, listen. All knowledge comes at a cost. It's kind of like magic. Definitely not that way. Was it your way, or is it down here?
Yeah, my way.
Oh shit! Oh no, it's over down here, to the right. Yeah. But yeah, they also came up with the Daiku Prime, and I know a lot of Daiku. They said a lot of. Oh, hello.
That was my fault.
No, I got you. I got you. You ain't running too far. I put it like this: Fat man don't run. I can testify to that.
So can I.
Going to the gym. Don't give me that look. But yeah, no. The Daiku Prime, and the funny thing, going back to what I was saying originally, the Daiku Prime, I had a Riven for the Daiku, but I said they'll never come out with a Prime variant for that. I'm just getting rid of it. This is it's a weapon that I don't care for, and it's not happening. And then I saw that, and I immediately just started pounding my desk. Son of a bitch! Why? Why would you do this to me, DE? I got rid of a Riven for the Daiku.
It's because you.
Do you know how much money I would have? I don't know how much money. Do you know how much platinum I could have sold that for? With a good enough roll, I could have made at least a good 200-300 easily, if not more.
Hey, at least it wasn't as bad as your previous roll the other day.
You know what I have to do now. We're getting off topic again. I blame you entirely. No, I have to show it. I have to show it. I have to show it. I have to show it because it's no. I have to bring up the weapon first. I have to bring up the weapon first because it was so like. I'm sorry. You're doing what now? Was it the Rubico? No, it was the Vectus. It was the Vectus,
correct.
It was the Vectus. So we're just gonna do this. So you see currently how it has all of its stuff, right? Right. Everything's Gucci. Everything's cool. Okay. Take that off. I have a Vectus mod here. Do you notice anything off? No. I know you can't see what's going on here, but I'm assuming you remember. So I'm just for anyone listening to our the idiocracy here. So it has a plus 100%, 112 crit damage, plus 142 critical chance.
Beautiful.
Plus 109 impact damage. All good. But minus 128 damage. And you're thinking, oh, okay, no, I could survive that. You'd be wrong. And it's just gone. It's just fucking gone. There's no more damage. It's just fucking gone. It's just gone. Hold on. Let me see if I take all this other stuff off. Let's see if I can get it back. Let's see if I can at least get it back. This was so dumb. It was just like, I can't believe it's just gone. The damage is gone. Okay. If you put Serration on, it comes back. But that means I'm at the minus 28, but plus 165. So that's what, positive, at least positive 40%. So we went from hold on. Hold on. We went from 350 damage to nothing. I have to now put a mod on. At least it goes up to 600, almost 700. Ladies and gentlemen, if this wasn't a minus 128, this would be beautiful. Here. What's the other increase? What is the one? There's one increase. I don't know what is that split chamber. Are you okay there? Do I need to worry about you? Here. I'll put heavy caliber on. You know, heavy caliber, the totally sniper equivalent. Okay, that fixes it. It's at 1,300 and something. But if I take it off, you know what? That's not bad. If I take it off, it only goes down 35 points of damage. That's fine. You know what? Maybe I was the dumb. No, who am I kidding? I am the dumb on this one. But yeah, no, it's okay with it. I guess. It's just the damage. It was just the damage. It was just the... Where did it go? Where did it go, V? I don't fucking know. And I actually had someone at work actually ask me, well, when you shoot it at someone, does it actually do damage? And I'm like, I'm not going to find out because I already know the answer. But that is the kerfuffle for the Vectus Prime. I completely forgot what I was going on about beforehand, but I think it was the.
Well, you're gonna go to the dev stream and find out.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Boost is going to be.
That's right.
That's what you're going to do.
Let's go over to the web.
You were complaining though that you sold the Riven mod.
Yeah.
That the Prime variant for the weapon that it was just came out, and you're not happy about that.
Why are you doing that, Chrome? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this to me, huh?
Because it's Google Chrome.
There. Boom. And I have to make you larger now because why are you just?
Did I just get shrunk again?
No,
Oh.
It wasn't you. It was Streamlabs. Get your shit together.
Never.
What the hell did I just? Oh, I activated chat. Okay. You're really? Next prime frame. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I can barely see it, but it does look like shield's at 600 points. Yeah, it does look like shield's at 600 and something, so she's definitely going to be a shield frame, which obviously she already was, and don't get me wrong, she does look phenomenal. Armor out the door, and I think it was an increase to her shields, and then an increase to her energy pool, which normally for a shield frame that would definitely be it. And I am going to be coming out with a warframe for dummies for.
Okay, so wait, what's her base shield?
I don't know what her base shields is.
I'll say her base variant has 455 shields.
Okay, so she's getting 200 additional shields then. What about her base energy?
Or 145, but yeah. What was it? Her energy is 200.
Okay, so it's about 115 additional. So, yeah.
That armor's 105?
That's about the same. And then health, 370?
270, yep.
Oh, 270. That means she's getting a little more health.
Health.
Okay, so she is getting a little more health in the prime variant, which again, she is her whole thing here. She does look very good, and the whole thing, yeah. Because the one thing that really pissed me off with the look for her specifically was the offsetting of the shoulder stuff. Because, like, one arm is completely, like, it's a glove, it's clean and stuff, and then she has a little floofy thing on the right arm, and I'm just like, why? Why are you doing... Actually, is it the same thing on here? I don't think it is. But, yeah, no, then they just go over that. That's pretty much it, though, and then they talk about the Daiku Prime. There's a bunch of accessories for that, so I'm not too worried about all that fun stuff. But the next Prime Warframe is going to be Ureli Prime, and I'm actually kind of excited about that. Is it going to be something that's mind-blowing, mind-shattering? Probably not, but I do want to watch for those weapons. They did not drop... actually, they may... Did they... Let's see if they have accidentally... did anything here. They may have... it might be just like a frame. Because they do have the Daiku Prime... And they do have the compressive prime there. I don't know if they accidentally scrolled down. But the Daiku actually doesn't look half bad. Did you see how the Daiku looked like?
Trying to remember.
It looked really spiky. Here, I got it on stream-ish. What's the better one? Yeah, no, okay. So I do have it on stream currently. So it was very thin, but it was one of those Japanese bows. You know what I mean?
Are you talking like the really big, the
one,
bow?
yeah, the one that has the top portion of it is like super tall, and the bottom it's a lot shorter on the bottom. Yeah, that. So that one they just basically said and Orkinify. Which it's a little spiky. I do like it for her. It's not bad. The bow though, like that's my thing. Like Ureli went on her surfboard, something with an M. I can't remember the name right now. My bad. The only thing in my Warframe information I don't know offhand starts with an M. Probably even like Medura, that's Madurai. Merlinia, the prime variant of it. Anyways, point is
Merluna.
Thank you.
Merlina.
Yeah, Merluna, because I can't English. I'm sorry. I only speak caveman, but yeah, with all that, the Prime stuff, definitely, if they were going to do anything, I think, maybe not a melee. I'm wondering if they were going to do, like, another glaive, if that was probably going to be something they could do. But then I'm thinking, what other glaives are there currently that they could prime? So I think... I mean, that would be pretty cool, and then you could do starfish themed for that one, but I mean, that's just me. But the Daiku, apparently everyone really wanted it, and all the Daiku people are just fondling over it. Let's continue on to the next bit of business. So let's go to... I know one of the things I definitely liked was the deluxe skin that they have for Kalervo and Citrine. And for those who didn't watch, definitely take a quick look, because we will be getting... I don't know. I want to say we're going to get both of them. I know the Kalervo Deluxe, obviously... I mean, look at that on screen. God damn. That is a sexy, bloody skin. It's the... It's the one that you, in the last dev stream, not this dev stream we're talking about, the last one, you're able to take off the coat, and then you can have just the sleeves and the arms and his chest bare. But I definitely want to get this one, just because Kalervo needs a bloody skin, and this one is sexy! But they did also talk about, where the hell, the Citrine one. Where the hell's the Citrine one? I know I'm not going insane. They did talk about it. Alright, you know what? We're going to go back to some gameplay. But yeah, no. Talking about all all that fun stuff. With these two skins, because I know, do you play at all with Citrine?
No, I have not unlocked Citrine yet. I haven't gotten to use her in a couple. There's actually a decent number of warframes I haven't gotten to play with yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Citrine's actually not a half bad frame.
So I've heard, but like I've never gone. Like the thing is, I never really went through the trouble of unlocking her, and trying to do the dual defense by yourself is actually kind of annoying, or at least for me it is.
It is. And if you're definitely going to be doing a defense mission, I think Nova for that specifically, slowing down enemies is actually really good. Although now you don't have to say a Slova or a Spova for defense missions, because DE said, listen, as much as we love being able to let you make your own builds, we're just gonna make it so that the speed, it's one cast. You can either hold or tap, and then there you go. Which DE, thank you very much. Thank you very fucking much for that. It was much needed. The rest of us are going, can we just, I don't know, do that tidbit? But yeah, no, just slow everything down and don't worry about it. Is kind of the theme for that one. It's not a hard mission, but yeah, keeping everything alive while also trying to collect all the stuff is kind of a pain in the butt. But slowing everything down, because it's timed. If it was a timed defenses, actually, I like a little bit better. But now I'm getting a little more off topic. But the deluxe skin for Citrine will be coming with the chlorophyll as well. And they look really good. It's also coming with a Signa. And the Signa looks sick. It actually kind of looks like you could, if you did put it on chroma, it kind of gives like the backwards dragon horns. You know what I mean? The not
at least.
Yeah, like not the ones that rams ear to the front of the face, but the ones that go straight back. Kind of like a Maleficent kind of thing. I think that's going to be I think that's going to be really cool. As a Signa, but both of them, in my eyes, already bought. Citrine definitely needs
Signa's
another
just
skin.
The headwear, right?
Yeah, it's the thing you put on top of your on top of your frame.
It goes over the helmet.
Yeah,
more or less. It floats above your frame. Okay.
It floats above it. I know currently my Korra doesn't have one right now, but yeah, you like the Ember Heirloom crown. The Rhino heirloom horns, or even Stardust Signa from Temple, stuff like that. Yeah, those are the Signas, which again, they are pretty good. I do like them. Not all of them on all the frames on all the helmets work. Some of them work better than others, but that's pretty much for that. Going forward, the next update. Spider frame.
You don't know how badly I want to do like the theme song I'm thinking of with it, but it would probably get us in trouble.
Don't know. I mean, if we do it horribly enough, we might get sued into oblivion. Episode 1 restricted.
Do I want to?
Episode 1 restricted. Wait, what? Oh wait, no. I was gonna say we could do the Simpsons one, but I don't think we want. I don't think we want. What are you talking about? We're talking about Spider Pig. It's under fair use. But yeah, no. It's the legally distinct Spider Frame. That one, her specifically, Spider Frame, is going to be very interesting because they did go over her walking on walls and having legs coming out of her thorax. And yes, I use that term correctly because it's her thorax. I wouldn't say her butt, but it's pretty goddamn close.
That or just like the base of her spine.
And my question
You know?
is that going to be her fourth ability? And if it is it going to be a buff? Is it going to be I wonder what it's going to be for. What I'm really hoping for is that this is going to be a debuffing frame. That's my hope. That is my hope. It's actually going to, we will have our legit first ever debuffing frame.
Saboteur.
The Saboteur essentially would be really nice, especially because I know Nyx does have her psychic bolts, but that's it. Like her, maybe her chaos, but that's not really much of a debuff. Just a turn. Oh, I don't know. Does turning on friendly fire for the enemy count as a debuff?
I would say yes.
Then she's about 50-50. I would say not really full, but like okay, I could, yeah, you could get away with partial. Anyways, whenever you're ready. But yeah, no. I don't know. She's very interesting. I do like her so far. Apparently, I was on X, and Pupsker was saying obviously that she's gonna have some sort of web slinging, legally distinct ability, which obviously because she's a spider frame, but they did say that you more than likely you will be, or at least they were talking about it, alluding to, you will be able to be inverted on walls and ceilings and stuff. And I'm wondering if
Now, hold on. The one thing I do remember distinctly from the dev stream as well is they were saying, because you were talking about sticking on walls being inverted, they were saying on the dev stream that is the hope, so long as they can get the physics mechanic and movement mechanic to work properly.
yeah, that was going to be a bit of time because they were troubleshooting the hell out of that. But I mean, it's going to be interesting. And then Arcane Arachne, that Arcane's actually going to be interesting. I'm hoping they do something with that, at least for her. It would be kind of interesting because it says while you're wall lashed, you get, what was it, 30 seconds of increase to damage. Literally just a like as long as you are you wall latch for a second, boom buff, which is one of the underrated arcanes. A lot of people just straight up don't use. Like there's a lot of ones that they use, but that one everyone straight up not. Yeah, but I see the reason as to why, because if you're an open world, there's not many walls you can wall latch onto. So I would say it's a very
not much point to wall latch onto for some, like certain worlds it makes sense, such as like Luna and well, Luna is like the big one that I can think of, like where wall latching actually comes into play because there's so much verticality in that.
Especially for the spy mission, that one actually would be really nice. But yeah, I'm also hoping for a increase to movement. Would be really nice for at least that one, because if you are going to have 4 of those legs, a movement increase, I think would be pretty goddamn cool. Web slinging, probably going to be more crowd control, which is going to be really fun. Oh no, you.
Yeah, I would say I'm thinking it's going to be similar to like a lot of the grip and hold people in a location or where they're at.
Yeah,
or it makes. I'm wondering if it's going to be potentially similar to like Nidus's leech bed or whatever it's called. The one.
Oh yeah, the I think it's the larva. Yeah, the one that's a mass of eldritch horror. It just grabs everything and just not mashes it, but like has it right in his little collective and shit. That would be interesting, but I think that would be copy and paste it. I think just a web sling on the ground would be just as fine, and it brings back memories of playing Dungeons and Dragons online. Yes, we are nerds. Where they used to be, there's a spell.
Talk about a video game here. What do you mean we're nerds?
Well, this is back. This is back when I was younger. And we were playing Dungeons and Dragons with my father.
Back
Because
in my day,
yeah,
when
back in my day,
tabletop was
yeah.
a bigger thing.
And, when I had plenty of time and I was useful. Oh God. But yeah, the spell web was one of my favorite ones because you just webbed anything, and then when you put it on fire, they're on fire now. I thought it was pretty good. It destroys the webbing, but it was just one of those things that it was.
That was cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. So I don't know exactly what they're gonna do with that. It might just be a hold in place ability, which I'm hoping that's not all it does. I'm hoping it does a few other things. What it could do, at least one or two other things. So hold in place would be nice.
Hold in place and slow.
A slow would be pretty good, especially because of a few other things, which I definitely do want to eventually talk about. It might be another podcasting episode. And all right, I am going the right way. It might be another episode, but we're definitely, if we do have time, talking about health tanking, which we are almost going on an hour. It's 46 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I would say, oh, man, we're hitting this pretty quickly.
But yeah, no. Health tanking would definitely be interesting because there's a lot of people talking about it. But I want to focus on the abilities.
We can maybe do that next one. Talk about health tanking.
Which
versus shield tanking.
Yeah, because we'll talk about it then. But another one of her abilities would be pretty interesting, and I swear to God, if they don't do it, it's a missed opportunity. If they do decide to do it, hopefully it's an augment eventually in the future. But I think this is going to be one that a lot of people are going to have issues with, that are afraid of the arachne.
Okay.
Which is, she summons a bunch of tiny spiders.
Dude, people with arachnophobia will freak out. I mean, they're already going to potentially freak out with her as a frame as it is.
Yeah, so I think that particularly would be interesting as a ability, just to summon the little tiny spiders so you have an army, which would make some of the newer arcanes as well, like... what the hell was it? I can't remember. Also, let's go do let's go do something other than this. I think we got plenty of the thing. We got the same thing like 3 times already. Let's shake it up a little bit.
Indeed, let's.
Wait, do they have the ghoul purge?
No, it's the thermal fractures right now.
Okay. Let's. What is current for the Void Fissures? There's a defense, bunch of exterminates.
Do you want to do some of the
there's a murmur survival.
Cistrine?
Farming for what?
Cistrine.
Oh yeah, we could totally do that. Yeah. Let me brain. Definitely not.
Do I have a blueprint for her frame or no?
You can. I think you can get it through the Necrolisk. You got to talk to Otek.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. I think I had to talk to Otek.
I'm trying to think because I could do Nova, and Nova would be the more responsible one. I don't know what would be a good primary, just to kind of bore there.
I mean, you don't necessarily need like end game material.
Well, we're doing the Steel Path, so this one's going to be very easy. I do have a Steel Path. Okay, so if we're going to be doing this, I would say do Steel Path, because if we do regular one, I think we get less the materials you need to give to Otek versus regular.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so like if we do say we're
variant.
Yeah, so say if we were doing what the hell was it? The Kome mission, in order for you to get what's one that's like you the Degath one. That specific one, if you do the normal regular mission, I think you get like a max 5 or 6. like from 1 to 6. I think it's very low. But if you do the steel path, you can get up to 12, which it goes a lot faster.
Oh, okay. Because that's one of the frames I haven't played before was Dagoff. There's a lot of frames I haven't played before.
Smalls, you're killing me here. You're killing me here, man.
Dude, I told you I'm in mid game here, bud.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just over here, just like, all right. I got plenty of stuff. We just pick one. We'll do it. If you want to do Citrine because the deluxe skin coming out, I have no problem with that.
You're the one who's saying that Citrine's not hard to farm for.
Well, the funny thing is, did you want to talk about anything else other for Spider Frame before we move on subjects?
No, we can move on from Spider Frame. Let me just do like one rapid fire tiny thing.
All right.
Thank fucking God, we can now just pick up plants rather than have to fucking scan them all.
Yes. Agreed.
Thank gosh.
The one Sentinel is going to be interesting, but like if they are going to do that, it might just make it so that it's a vacuum for it. So you get close enough and it just zoop. So that's probably what's going to happen. It's on Mars, right? Alright, sorry, there it is. I'm like, where? They have moved everything so many times. I have to actually remake my star chart video because they've moved everything. You go from Mars. Do you remember where you went from? You went from Mars to what? Ceres to what? Jupiter. Do you know what you do now? It's Mars to Deimos to Jupiter. Ceres is a dead end. I found that out. I was trying to help out a friend. I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's just like, yeah, man, it's just dead ends. I'm like, nah, it doesn't. And then I looked at him like, it does. It bloody does. All right, so a quick rundown. Defend. You see gems. Go get them. Actually, if you have Titania, it's a lot easier just flying around. But yeah, no, did I? I hit the wrong one. I hit the bloody wrong one. I increased their speed. Alright. It should slow them down. But, yeah, no, going back over, because my brain, also, the secondary that they had, that's going to be interesting. Specifically because the, what the hell is it? It's a throwing weapon. So I wonder what they're going to do with that, or how good it's going to be. Because we don't have that many throwing weapons, but I am hoping for something ninja assassin-y, where you just throw like a bloody hell of them. Try not to swear, and I swear like a bloody sailor. But yeah, all right, you defend. I'll try to grab a bunch of the collected stuff, or as long as we have one person, as long as someone's doing it.
I mean, I'm just gonna be sitting around throwing javelins.
That works too. That
gets us overguard.
Oh yeah. But yeah, going from there, I do want to talk about the new augments, because they did say that there were new augments coming in for Citrine, Calervo, and Jade, which Jade was the one that made me actually go, I'm sorry, you said what now? Yeah, no, Jade, an augment for Jade. I don't know what they were actually going to do.
She's relatively new, isn't she? Or am I?
She's pretty. I want to say she's pretty new. The thing was, Jade Shadows was before the update for the Warframe 1999. So
yes, I think it was actually the update before 1999.
I think so. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but definitely a more is newer. Okay, go to the next area. And then along the way, make sure you pick up the floating crystals. We only have so much time. So any large masses, pick them up. And they are hidden all over the place. But yeah, no, and then what was it? Oh shoot, what was it? I know it was Calervo, Citrine. Oh, and then Caliban, but they had that on the one of the dev streams. I didn't watch the whole thing. I think it was for his first ability. I'm wondering if that's going to give him Overguard or not. I don't know. Probably have to go watch it again. But it's definitely something for, I think, his first ability. So that's going to be interesting. I hopefully eventually would like to see a augment for his second ability, the one that summons. Just because I do want an actual summoner, someone who just constantly summons stuff. But I know
like
that's
a first, second, third, or like second, third, fourth ability summons, and first one that heals the summons.
Yeah. I mean, they do. Yeah, no, they do have a Helmuth ability that does heal your summons and peoples, but I don't really have a use for it. So if they do have a frame that comes out where it's just summon, like three of the abilities are straight up summons, then I can go, okay, that'll be something I can definitely use for. So I'm hoping they do that eventually. I don't know when or if they are going to do that, but it would be pretty nice. Citrine, since we already have one for her fourth ability, which I have questions. My main question is, does it count as weak spots? Because of Warframe 1999 and their obsession with weak points, are they just going to say headshots now count as weak points? Or are they going to have multiple weak points on certain enemies? Or what they're going to do with that? That is a very good question.
I would say Banshee created weak points. I remember that.
Yeah, she technically is the mother of creating weak points. If we are going to classify her sonar. Was it sonar? No. Yeah, no, it was sonar. As that, then I definitely agree. She's the mother of them. But because I know weak point, the head counts as a weak point, but I'm wondering if her red crystals might be counting as that. If they are, then that means you can actually put. Continue on. And then we got to run to the next area. Or run back to the previous area.
Wait, are we sure?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then I already fell off the. But yeah, falling or what was it called? Brain. Going back to where I was thinking. But yeah, and if you could make the crystals a weak point, that would actually make putting evade onto her something I would actually kind of think about doing. And it would be very... I mean, that might make her stupidly OP. Just because she's invisible and doing a boatload of damage and crowd controlling. So... I don't know if they will or will not, but her one augment pretty much lets you let her fourth ability spread, which is pretty goddamn cool. Citrine's, your thoughts?
I've never played her, so I don't know a lot of what her abilities do.
I can do a quick rundown. First abilities, you splash everyone, and then they take staggering and slash damage. They also have an increased chance to drop health orbs and energy orbs. So putting equilibrium on her is if you don't put it on her, I'm sorry, but that's only if you keep her first ability. Which her first ability is a cone attack, and I think is really good. It helps with her other abilities. Her second ability is I want to say, think of just adaptation, but as an ability. So it's just it's just that everyone gets adaptation, essentially. I mean, that's a very simple way of breaking it down, but yes. Our third ability is is a prismatic gem that anything inside allies inside get an increased a status chance for a set duration when you leave. I think that's what it is. And then the crystal also just starts damaging anything inside its radius.
Let's say any enemy that comes too close.
Yeah. Well, not no. As long as you start hitting things inside the radius, they'll start taking damage. Also, I'm surprised we haven't gotten an acolyte.
A malice is here.
Melees. Stick to melees. But yeah, no. Oh, there he is. Oh shoot, we gotta hurry up and kill this guy. All right, go next area. But yeah, I think that one's gonna be very. And then the fourth ability. Sorry, we're going over the abilities. The last ability is everything gets hit. Everything gets essentially crystallized.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And which is again not bad of an ability, but her augment right now is for the crystallization of I think cones in front of you, which again is pretty good. What that augment might be, I could not say.
You can only guess.
Yeah, I would probably say either for her. I might say it would be nice if it was for her third ability. Honestly, I think that would be really nice to have a one where it stays on you. It's kind of like Mirage's balloon, the one augment, would be really nice. Just to kind of keep that centered on you. That way you can run around and have that. Though they might do something silly like and make it turn it into a channel ability at that point, which I wouldn't mind, because then you could do something really interesting and silly and say gloom and that on. I mean, you'll be going through energy, but you'll also be everything's slowed, and then everything also is taking damage. And then going to Jade, I'd probably say if they were going to do anything for Jade as an augment, I kind of want one for her second ability, which is just a it's the affinity buff. So the shield one, the increase the damage, and the increase to what the hell's it called? The increase to power strength. That's what it was. If they were going to do anything, I would hopefully say a little bit of everlasting ward for Chroma would be nice. So when you get within range, it sticks with you. And then you can have all three of them. I think that would be really nice. Because right now, you just kind of keep one. Or as far as I know, you only keep one. Calervo, I honestly thought he had more than one. I guess he only had one. Ah, look at that. Chlorophyll blueprint. Boom.
And what's the chlorophyll blueprint? Is that her weapon?
Yeah, that's her melee. Which,
okay.
Yeah, I again highly suggest a heavy attack and just don't worry about it. All right, next area. Oh, wow, we are already at an hour. Let's skip ahead to the last one, but the very not least, Valkyr and everything about Valkyr. Rework. What are your thoughts on it?
I had played Valkyr before. I played her though before they took away some of her stuff from her. So to be honest, it sounded to me A lot of it sounded pretty good, though. The whole not being invincible in fourth, I'm okay with that, to be honest with you. It makes more sense. I'm glad that they're giving her additional damage and that she's getting a multiplier all her own for melee damage. So I really have no problem with that part. Her tether, being able to basically pull you the entire way and at a faster pace, happy about that. Making that a lot more useful than it was before. What did they do with Warcry? I'm trying to remember.
Warcry they made it so it's not a stationary animation, and that you can recast it.
Right. You had to wait for it to be done before you could cast it. So
no, it wasn't that you could wait until it's done. It was a whole casting thing where she screams at the enemy and then goes from there. Which, again, it wasn't a bad thing, but it was one of those things where I kind of said, okay, I see where you're going with. But whenever I activated Warcry, I was already invincible. So it was kind of pointless. But since now they're taking that out, it's definitely warranted and needed, because standing there yelling at the enemy while 15 people are in front of you shooting at you does... it's like, oh no. All right, who is it?
I think the screen just blinked,
yep.
So we might
have... It's Torment.
Another Acolyte.
Yep. Where are you, Torment? Get your ass over here. I want to hit you with something. No more armor for you. But yeah, personally, in my opinion, the taking out the invincibility for her fourth ability, warranted. It was kind of silly to be that invincible and then have that much armor. Really makes me now happy to invest in armor. On top of that, like, with all that armor, having, Arcane Battery. Oh, go to the next area. That quick, right?
We're moving through this pretty fast, huh?
Oh, yeah, that's why I said Nova with a slow, because it's time-based. But going back to it, having her invincible... and then not able to utilize the all that good stuff was kind of dumb. So being able to use everything for her is really good. Her being a melee-focused frame now makes a lot more sense, especially because of what they did to Paralysis, which is going to be very interesting, because if... the first ability lets you pull enemies where you point the tether at.
Tether.
Yeah, I wonder what they might do to her to that augment, because it pulled that one does a cone pull together. So I'm wondering if they are going to be doing something. If it's just going to be, if they're going to change it so that it doesn't pull, but it does damage vulnerability, or it spreads or something like that. I didn't care about the shields dropping, but I think they said because they wanted to keep it so that people could still shield gate. I said, that's fine. I didn't really care too much, because there's stuff you can do for shield gating to prevent stuff like that, but whatever.
And last time I remember, Valkyrie didn't have much shields to begin with anyway.
Yeah, it's kind of like saying I'm going to shield gate with Grendel, and then I'm like, you could. It's not that you can't. He's beefy boy. That health and armor, I'd probably go with that. But again, I also am of the opinion that this is Warframe. Play it however you want to play. If you want to put, I don't know, Banish on... what would be funny frame to put Banish on? I don't even know what would be hilarious. I don't know.
Banish. Are you talking one of Limbo's abilities?
Yeah. Banish Limbo's first ability.
That's the one that sends the enemy or you're an ally to the void?
Yeah, on Chroma because you wanted to be a dick, I guess. Would be hilarious. But I have my thoughts and opinions on that, and I definitely do want to have a episode talking about reworks for both Equinox and Limbo, which are not going to be in the description below because it's not come out yet. Oh, look at that! Secondary kinship. Let's go. Do you still have plenty of time?
Let's extract for now.
Okay. But yeah, I think everything's going to be really good. We're definitely going to talk about health tanking in another video because I think
Definitely.
definitely that's going to be a fun one. And then on top of that, I think the very last thing has to be the heirloom skins. And technically, we're only getting Valkyr this year. 2026. 2026 is going to be the year for Vauban. And that's pretty much it for right now. Just really quickly going through it. The Isle Weaver mission is going to be pretty interesting itself. I wonder.
We're going back to the Deviri paradox.
Yeah, and that's going to be fun. Going back and then finding out why she's there. Well, I guess during the trailer, like you took it from me, I'm taking this from you. And so, but the person that's there is the Indifference. So I think for TennoCon, we might be going more finding more out about the Indifference because I don't know if you saw, they did have one of the Murmurs there in mission, and so I guess that's really why you would want to have your Warframe. But the Drifter's away.
Is the Indifferent part of the 1999 quest?
No, that's a part of the Whispers in the Wall. Well, no, okay. Spoiler alert, they are in there, but I'm not going to say where. But yes.
I'm trying to remember the Indifference.
The Indifference is the Murmurs, the stone arms, the fragmented one. Yeah, that's all the the one that that pours out fucking magnetic damage. I'm talking about that worm. Fuck you.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, that all is definitely going to be in there, or at least part of what they had originally. So I'm kind of curious as to what's going to go on with that, and what direction they're really going to be taking. Because for the longest time, we haven't really talked about the Man in the Wall until the New War. He's been kind of something in the background, but I think they're finally saying we're bringing him forward. I don't know exactly what the Man in the Wall is. Like, I think some people were saying he's like a space chaos god or something like that, which makes sense, but I think we're eventually going to find out, and this is me speculating here, that the real game theorists, I think we're going to find out what the deal we as the Tenno made with the Indifference from the New War, because we made a deal we didn't know it was a deal. Because an entity like that talking to a child who barely knows anything, the child's scared. He's just going to be like, oh yeah, sure, I'll make a deal if you make my parents not kill me. And the Indifference is like, don't worry, I'm here to help. Fucking Eros. Don't be afraid. I'm very afraid. Although I do want to eventually talk about how stupid the what was it? Eros enslaving Ballas, and then him just taking over, and Eros is just like, I don't know what happened. It just happened, and now I can't stop it now. I don't know. And I'm just like, dude.
You know exactly what happened.
Oh, dude. But the last bit before we end the thing, because I think you gotta get going sometime soon. I don't know when. But the one thing I do want to talk about, other than the Warframe, related to Warframe, but like more real life than Warframe, AI. Mm-hmm. So like, how some people are trying to send AI to like terraform Mars.
Okay, no, I did not hear about that, but go ahead.
I think Elon was trying to do something like that, but the tying it to Warframe, because of the sentience. My brain immediately, yes, right. My brain went, no,
understand where you're tying
no, because if you remember the thing for Wisp, that's what made me go, oh no. The whole spick and spiel for the Ropolist, where the bum be up. What the fuck was it? The Lotus, but she's all decked out in sentient stuff. Was talking about how her kin were farmers and builders terraforming Tau, because eventually, and I'm theorizing this as well, I think Tau we're going to be going into, we might have Star Chart number 2, and that's going to get real interesting if that's what they bring.
Fun,
Tau
Sentient would probably be the the number one enemy on in that second star
but
system.
Tau might be where the indifference actually comes from, and the sentience might. That's going to be some interesting shit. But tying it back to that stuff, it's like they terraformed Tau for the Orkin, but then the sentience went. Hold on, guys. Hold on. We are blood, sweat, and tears into Tau, and they're coming here, but they ruined their planet, their own Earth. They're gonna come here, or they ruined their whole solar system, right? I want to say the whole the Orkin system. Yeah, they ruined their whole solar system, and it's their fault because now the whole area, everywhere, is just in fucking chaos and ruin and just polluted to God knows how much. Earth is basically polluted. And so they said, well, we're not going to let them do that. And now that's why I'm like, AI going to Mars and then probably going to turn around and go, dude, no, we now control Mars. That would be an interesting turn of events. Do I actually think that's going to happen? Maybe when we actually get to actual AI. But right now, I'm just hoping for an actual Cortana would be nice. Be cool, you know. But
when you say Cortana, are you talking just like the
actual Halo? The actual
okay.
Halo. Yeah, actual Halo Cortana would be really cool for futuristic, but AI itself is scary as fuck. But here, I'm gonna switch us over to I'm gonna switch us over to I don't know. We can just go to live, but yeah, we're tying this up. But yeah, no, I think the last thing I want to talk about is we're definitely going to be more than likely going to be going into actual Tau, and so that's going to be interesting. And I'm hoping there's a new star chart. I don't think there will be. It would be really nice and it would be really cool. But that whole thing, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to do that, and if they do that, I'm hoping it's the new Endgame. Because right now, Endgame is the Archimedia Tempora, and or temporal. Sorry, not tempora. wrong kind of tempora. All right, but I think that's going to be very interesting, and I can't wait to see that with the indifference. For finally finding out everything, and I'm hoping it's not by the way, there's more entities on the other side. Yeah, so because there's one, obviously a chaos, but more than likely there's going to be something else, because that does play off when you look into the void, does the void look back? And I think that's really cool. All right. Anyways, do you want to add anything else? Anything you specifically want to talk about real quick? I think there was something about, you said the use of Excalibur Umbra.
I would like to bring that up as something we can expand on more in another episode, but I feel like they've criminally underused Excalibur Umbra.
The Umbra. Are you talking about Umbra?
The whole thing of his ability to move and act on his own without us in controlling him, and they really should have used that in cutscenes. Like for instance, in some of the New War cutscenes, They should have put a special cutscene in if you used Umbra, where he was actually like, spoiler alert, when you're being sucked into the void as the young Tenno.
Yeah.
Like you get sucked out of your warframe's holding you, but like it's limp.
He
If it was
grabs
Umbra, he
you.
should he should have like both handed grabbed you and started trying to pull you back like with both of his arms.
That would actually
That would have
been
been
really.
like,
That would have been really cool to like.
So like, if there's a thing where a frame is like standing still, not doing anything, but if you have Umbra there, he's trying to grab and pull you back, or like
I think it would be.
Like when the drifter's coming back and the drifter's at the camp, when if the like you see Umbra is there guarding the ship for the drifter while he's gone,
that
because
would be really cool too.
Umbra knows that this is his Tenno's ship, so he's going to guard it even while the drifter's not there.
I think it would be really cool if you used Umbra throughout the entire thing. When you get sucked into the portal,
The void.
I think it would have been really cool if he grabs you, but he has like the whatever melee sticking in the ground, and then eventually his sword would be nice. But if you used something else, it would be whatever you used that just boom sticking in, and then you gripping on for dear life, but eventually proves useless. And then that would be even cooler, him just kind of standing around. But yeah, no, I used an Aros because I love Sandman.
No, that's fine, but it's just like they had this really cool premise, which D, I love you, but you really have a problem of like having cool ideas and then just like not doing much with them anymore. Like for instance, Umbra, then the Railjacks I really loved. They kind of gave it a little bit of an update with the whole all your Lich and sisters are in space for the final mission, but like I feel like there's so much more they could have done with the Railjacks.
I still can't believe that in the new war, if you didn't already upgrade your Railjack, you can get, what was it? The DE said that it was just sometimes it was completely untenable, so they're going to be reworking the hell out of that for the Railjack. And I'm like, I'm sorry, you could do what now? Because I'm legendary too, man. I've been playing every update, so when I went into the new war, I'm just like, oh look, it's puny things. I go boom, boom, boom. Yeah. And like my one friend, my one friend at work was just like, dude, the Railjack is so hard, and I'm like, well, did you sit down and grind out mods and stuff? He goes, well, no, but I'm like, do that.
But that's like I said, that's a topic for another day. I feel like we could go into that.
We can definitely go in detail, but
and
anyway.
Like the other thing, one thing I definitely want to talk with you about as a full a full episode is just like how I'm glad they're putting in a more beginner friendly system, but this game has so much. I feel like it's just too intimidating for some new players at this point.
Oh yeah, like telling new players like just get the story done. Whatever the main story missions is, just get the main story done because what was it? They did say that they were going to change arbitration. No, it was arbitrations.
No, the arbitration is going to be changed.
No, they are going to change it. They're just going. They're making it so that you can instead of
the Mars relay or something.
No, they're making it so that all the junctions, once you complete all the junctions, then you unlock it, which is a lot more obtainable because right now it's complete every mission and then you can do that. And so it's like, well, that means I have to get through the whole story. So getting adaptation, the galvanized mods, that like after you get all the junctions unlocked is really good. So I give DE those thumbs up. To wrap everything up in a nice bow, to end the whole thing, I definitely want to say at least thank you to DE for also thanking everyone who makes Warframe videos. talking about the game, even saying, "Hey guys, for you people who are saying to people who want to play the game but are kind of nervous, thank you for making videos explaining things like what galvanized mods are, what the simplest of things like what the hell is overguard, what does adaptation really do." All this kind of stuff, because me playing this game for so long, I know what it is, but to talk to a new player and say, like, oh, you shouldn't do this, but you should do this. Or people finding out, oh, shield recharge on a shield frame is actually really good. Please put at least one of those on. You couldn't put two of them on, but if you want to play however you want to play, do it. Go for it. One of the reasons why I love this game. So D, thank you for at least I know blanketly saying thank you to everyone who makes this game, makes content for the game, and then helps new players out. That's why I created Warframe for Dummies, not just for that, but also to keep my own sanity about me, because everyone would always come to me and be like, "Hey V, how do I do this? What is this? What does this do? And how do I build better?" And I'm just like, fine. Here's Warframe for Dummies. Anyways, do you want to shout anything out?
Currently, no. Other than keep listening and enjoying me and V's. V being an intellectual, me being a dummy.
Listen, as I always say in most of my videos, if I haven't said it, I do mean to say it. It's my saying. I'm a dummy in a world of many. There are things even I get wrong. I am only human, so I am also a dummy, but I do know a lot. I do want to thank the viewers for watching. I know we're drawing this out, but it's not suddenly going to stop and someone's immediately going to get tiny again, which I will be putting that as our first short. That was hilarious. That was bloody hilarious.
Oh, I had a great laugh.
That's gonna get subs. But I do want to shout out not only my channel, which will be in the link below. I'm also going to shout out, or I'm also going to put my X. I don't know if you want to put your X, which is, we'll discuss about that when we get the time. I also want to shout out the Timcast Discord. I will put a link to their website. We are both on the Timcast Discord. There's a gaming thread where we all started, the Warframe thread, and then we just kind of went from there. There is a Timcast Clan Dojo. I will go to gameplay real quick because I know it says Death Inc. there, but we are the Timcast clan. We do have the Timcast Tenno Alliance. If you guys are interested, please join on in. We would love to have each and every one of you guys to either join the clan or join the alliance. If you like what we do, I mean, we can go from there. Otherwise, I don't think I have really live. There we go. I don't really have anything else to add.
This one definitely went longer than the hour that we normally would like to do, but there was a good amount to talk about.
I'm pretty sure we could probably go for 2 hours straight at this point.
We probably could have.
But I'm going to be since this is a recording. I'm going to be putting this as a separate video. Next time I'm going to make sure live actually works. So that's on me. I take full responsibility. It is my fault for that one. But I'm just praying that when I hit the end of record, it's all going to be there. Anyways, I have been Villainous V.
I am AOB Paladin.
And we will see you next time. I want to say, what was it? Did we decide for Friday or Saturday?
You had said Friday at 12 you could do it. Let's plan for that. If something comes up Saturday after 6:30 p.m. After 7 p.m., I'll be at home at that point. So
okay, I'll have something at least scheduled. We'll have later to talk to. So next week we are going to be doing a little wonky things, but it's going to be back to Sundays at noon. So thank y'all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more video content just like the ones you just enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Take care. Goodbye.
Bye bye.